We'll be back on our channel, American Legends Losses, this Thursday with many more tributes. In this memorial video, we highlight the renowned actors who passed away on August 8, 2024. Legends who sadly passed away today, but who still made a contribution to their respective fields. Greetings to family and fans. May you be blessed with peace. To follow along though, we would first appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Billy Beane was born in Santa Ana, California, on May 11, 1964, and spent his early years moving around with his military family. His love of baseball was clear from an early age, and his high school years in San Diego, where he excelled in many sports, allowed his potential to be seen. Major League Baseball (MLB) scouts were drawn to Beane because he was an exceptional athlete and his baseball talents. The New York Mets selected him in the first round of the 1980 Major League Baseball draft. Beane was inconsistent during his playing career, despite the great expectations. Although he played for a number of organizations, such as the Oakland Athletics, Detroit Tigers, and Minnesota Twins, he never fully fulfilled the promise that scouts had for him. Disappointed with his playing career, Beane turned his attention to baseball administration. He started working in the Oakland Athletics front office in 1990, where he established himself as a progressive executive. Beane's method of managing baseball was groundbreaking. He adopted sabermetrics, the data-driven approach to player evaluation developed by baseball expert Bill James. This strategy went against the grain of traditional scouting techniques, favoring advanced statistics like on-base percentage above traditional measures like RBIs and batting average. In spite of having one of the lowest payrolls in baseball, the Oakland A's won 103 games and advanced to the postseason in 2002, marking the pinnacle of Beane's adoption of sabermetrics. Michael Lewis's best-selling novel Moneyball, which was later turned into a critically praised film starring Brad Pitt as Beane, was about this incredible accomplishment. The Moneyball concept had a long-lasting effect on sports management worldwide, in addition to revolutionizing how baseball organizations assess talent. Beyond his baseball accomplishments, Beane leaves a lasting impact. He has advised teams in a variety of sports, including basketball and soccer, and is a well-known figure in the sports sector. Beane has stuck with the Oakland A's, continuing to innovate and push the limits of baseball management in spite of offers from other organizations. Billy, who was 60 years old, passed away in New York, USA on August 6, 2024. Billy Beane's openness to question the existing quo and adopt novel concepts has influenced both his personal and professional life. Unquestionably, he had a significant influence on baseball, and people who aspire to change the world can find inspiration in his life narrative. Beane is still alive today and making contributions to the sports industry. Graham Thorpe was born on August 1, 1969, in Farnham, Surrey, England. Thorpe had a natural flair for cricket from an early age. He advanced through the English cricket ranks fast and gained a reputation as a technically proficient and dependable batsman. In 1988, he made his Surrey County Cricket Club debut, and the team quickly turned him into a vital member. In 1993, Thorpe was called up to the England national squad due to his outstanding county results. He had an instant effect, defeating Australia with a century on his Test debut. Thorpe proved to be one of England's most consistent middle-order batsmen during the ensuing 10 years, with a reputation for playing both aggressively and defensively depending on the circumstance. He was frequently asked to steady the England innings in difficult circumstances because of his exceptional effectiveness against spin bowling. Several game-winning innings and significant contributions in crucial Test series, including as the Ashes, are among Thorpe's career highlights. His career did not, however, come without difficulties. Thorpe had personal struggles, like as a well-publicized divorce, which occasionally had an impact on his on-field performance. He persevered through these difficulties and was an essential member of the England squad until his retirement from international cricket in 2005. Thorpe made the switch from playing to coaching after retirement, holding a number of positions with the England and Wales Cricket Board (ECB). As a batting coach for the national team, he contributed to the development of the upcoming English cricket players. In the cricketing world, he was well respected for his technical expertise and experience. When word leaked out in 2022 that Thorpe was critically ill and undergoing treatment for a terrible medical illness, the cricket community rallied around him. Graham Thorpe, who was 55 years old, passed away on August 5, 2024. His legacy as a player and coach in English cricket is immense, and he is regarded as one of the best batsmen of his generation. These biographies show the varied lives and noteworthy accomplishments of each person, highlighting their influence on music, art, sports, and culture. Their experiences are characterized by triumphs, difficulties, and enduring effects on their fields. John McBride was born on August 14, 1943, in Charleston, West Virginia. He had a lifelong fascination with space travel and aircraft. His desire to become a pilot drove him to enlist in the U.S. Air Force. He rose to the rank of outstanding naval aviator in the Navy. Due to his aptitude as a pilot and his commitment to his career, McBride was chosen in 1978 to be a member of NASA's first astronaut class, which was designated especially for the Space Shuttle program. In October 1984, McBride made his one and only space voyage as the pilot of STS-41G on board the Space Shuttle Challenger. The launch of the Earth Radiation Budget Satellite and astronaut Bruce McCandless's first manned maneuvering unit MMUUs were two of the mission's many noteworthy accomplishments. The mission's success was largely due to McBride's performance as pilot, for which he received commendation from NASA officials and his fellow astronauts. Following his space mission, McBride worked for NASA in a variety of roles, most notably as chief of the Astronaut Office's Space Station branch. He was instrumental in the creation of the International Space Station ISS program in this capacity. McBride's leadership and knowledge were extremely helpful at this pivotal juncture in NASA's history. McBride left the Navy and NASA in 1989 in order to seek a career in the private sector. He continued to actively support space exploration and education while holding a number of management positions in aerospace businesses. In addition, McBride has given speeches in public, promoting funding for space travel while discussing his astronautic experiences. John McBride's commitment to space travel and aviation has influenced both his personal and professional life. His efforts to NASA and the ISS program have had a lasting influence on the future of space travel, and he has served as an inspiration for aspirant pilots and astronauts. As of this now, 80-year-old John McBride passed away on August 7, 2024. Maurice Williams was born on April 26, 1938, in Lancaster, South Carolina. He was raised in a musically interested household and fell in love with singing at a young age. Williams and a few of his high school pals started a doo-wop group named the Gladiolus in the middle of the 1950s. The band put out a few recordings, but they didn't achieve much popularity until they changed their name to the Zodiacs. After the release of the smash single Stay in 1960, Maurice Williams' The Zodiacs became most famous. After peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, Stay instantly became a classic. Surprisingly, Stay is the shortest single to ever top the charts, clocking in at just 1 minute and 36 seconds. The song was a mainstay of the early 1960s music scene thanks to its catchy lyrics and captivating rhythm. Stay has been covered over the years by a wide range of performers, such as Jackson Browne and the Four Seasons, solidifying its legacy in music history. Stay was not the only song that showcased Maurice Williams' skill as a songwriter and performer. Other hits he wrote for the band included Little Darlin' and May I. The Zodiacs performed and recorded music for the rest of the 1960s, but they never achieved the same level of success as Stay. Maurice Williams persevered in his passion for music, despite the difficulties of breaking through in a rapidly evolving industry. The doo-wop sensibilities and silky harmonies of the group's music have left a lasting impression on the R&B genre. The impact of Maurice Williams on music goes beyond his involvement with the Zodiacs. He is credited with creating the doo-wop sound, and his influence can be heard in the songs of R&B and soul musicians that came after him. His lasting influence is proof of the potency of a skillfully written song and the influence that even a little piece of music can have on the globe. Maurice Williams passed away on August 6, 2024, although he is still alive and is still honored for his contributions to American music. Nicolae Covaci was born on April 19, 1947, in Timișoara, Romania. Covaci shone a gift for music and visual arts from an early age. The post-war Romanian cultural landscape, marked by both repression and a thriving underground artistic sector, had a profound impact on him. Early in the 1960s, Covaci's passion for music inspired him to found Phoenix, a rock band that would go on to become one of the most important in Romanian history. Phoenix gained notoriety for fusing traditional folk elements from Romanian music with rock elements, resulting in a sound that was both avant-garde and firmly anchored in the nation's cultural legacy. Covaci's success as the band's main guitarist and principal songwriter was largely due to his contributions. Under Romania's communist government, Phoenix was subjected to repression and censorship, but she nevertheless succeeded in gaining a sizable fan base both domestically and internationally. The band became emblems of resistance against the state because of the subtly political overtones in their music. Covaci and a few other Phoenix members daringly fled Romania in 1977, heading westward in pursuit of artistic freedom. The group gained notoriety all around the world while touring and recording in Western Europe. During this period, Covaci's parallel career as a painter also developed, and his artwork has been shown in galleries around Europe. Beyond just music, Nicolae Covaci has made significant contributions to Romanian culture. Generations of Romanian musicians and artists have been influenced by him, as he has been an outspoken supporter of artistic freedom. Despite all obstacles, his paintings and music demonstrate his unwavering dedication to upholding and advancing Romanian culture. August 2, 2024, was Covaci's date of death. Steve Cragthorpe was raised in a football-loving household and was born in Missoula, Montana, on April 28, 1965. From an early age, Steve followed in the footsteps of his well-respected football coach father, Dave Cragthorpe. At West Texas State University, where he played quarterback in college, Cragthorpe gained a thorough understanding of the game that would be useful to him as a coach. After graduating from college, Cragthorpe worked as an assistant coach at several different universities, where he honed his craft and acquired invaluable knowledge. His major break came in 2003, when the University of Tulsa appointed him as head coach. Tulsa's football program witnessed a significant upturn under his direction. Cragthorpe guided the team to its first bowl game appearance and winning season in more than 10 years in his first season. Larger programs took notice of his accomplishments at Tulsa, and he was appointed head coach at the University of Louisville in 2007. But he had a difficult time in Louisville, and the club never quite seemed to reach the heights of his Tulsa glory. In spite of these challenges, Cragthorpe was nevertheless well-liked in the coaching community for his expertise in the field and his capacity to nurture new players. Parkinson's disease is a neurological ailment that impairs movement and coordination, and Cragthorpe was diagnosed with it in 2011. Despite the fact that the diagnosis presented a big hurdle, Cragthorpe handled it with his usual tenacity and fortitude. He carried on coaching as an assistant at Louisiana State University (LSU), where he was instrumental in helping the club succeed by developing quarterbacks. Cragthorpe's fight against Parkinson's disease has demonstrated his fortitude and tenacity. Even if the illness has made it necessary for him to reduce his coaching responsibilities, he is still active in the sport and still serves as an inspiration to those going through comparable struggles. His on- and off-field contributions to football have had a profound effect. On August 4, 2024, Steve Cragthorpe, who was 59 years old, passed away. Fans and the general public have recently voiced concerns over death rumors about well-known American actor and filmmaker Robert Redford that have been making the rounds on Facebook. It has been determined, nevertheless, that these reports are wholly false. It is false to report that Robert Redford has passed away. He is still very much alive. American actor, director, and environmental campaigner Robert Redford is a renowned figure. His roles in movies like The Sting and Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid catapulted him to stardom in the 1960s and made him one of Hollywood's leading men. Redford has established a reputation for accepting challenging, frequently socially sensitive roles throughout his career. In addition, he established the Sundance Film Festival, which has grown to be a prestigious venue for independent producers. Redford has been a fervent supporter of environmental concerns outside of his film business, using his notoriety to spread the word about climate change and conservation. His contributions in this field have brought him a great deal of attention and honors. Robert Redford's health has seen many changes over the years, including a childhood bout with polio and more recently, age-related health problems. He has persevered in the film profession despite these obstacles, serving as both a director and an actor. However, in 2018, he declared his retirement from performing. Admired for his commitment to significant social concerns and his artistic accomplishments, Redford is still a legendary figure in American cinema.